Today I'm painting Station Forge's Orkaz Plague Spreadaz. These nasty guys are from their starter pack, and they are a multi-part kit with 10 bodies, 10 arm sets, and 10 heads, which seem to be pretty modular from my experience. I started these off with a quick base coat in green. I did about 2 coats of this total. It went on nice and smooth. I then decided I wanted a mostly muted color scheme for this guy to create a bigger focus on the colors I would be putting on for the skin. So I decided on a gray base for his pants. 2 thin coats of that and I had the majority of the model base coated. I took a break from the body to let it fully dry and then work on the head. Slap some of the same green on there. I hit the pants with several spots of a mix of gray and brown to build up layers of dirt. I wanted to paint a picture of this guy being muddy, maybe wandering a wasteland for a very long time. I did a lot of his small details next. Belts, bandages. This took a surprising amount of time, but it turned out well in the end and it wasn't super cumbersome. Broke out the metallics next and got his necklace and sword with this deep bronze color. Painted the gun and some details a dark gunmetal. I followed that up with combining black and the gunmetal to make this dirty, oily, almost metallic color, but not quite, added to that gun and his armor. I then started working on bringing up the highlights of his skin. I started with a basic green highlight, but I really wanted to drive the point home that this guy's like diseased, so I wanted to blow out this color. I mixed green with yellow and put that on the highest highlight points. I then went through with some silver and added some rough highlights to all of the spots I hit with the gunmetal metallic. Once I had the green colors figured out, I went back and worked on his head and added those same highlights. I went through and added some more highlighting to his clothes as well as a gold to some of the edges of his sword. As the final touches to the model, I filled in his exposed wound with purple, highlighted it pink, and added some oozing goo from the wounds. Highlighted the edges of his skin yellow and called it done. Well, I almost did. I wasn't happy with how his gun turned out and I wanted it to look a little bit more rugged and used, so I added just orange watered down in spots to serve as rust. I think this effect turned out really well. Here he is as a finished model. I really liked painting this guy. It was very fun to paint and make a story around, and I found the details not too hard to pick out. His overall composition was really well balanced, and I didn't think there were too many details packed onto him. There were a lot of details on this guy, which is usually a deterrent for me, but I really liked this one. He printed out great. I didn't have any problems with supports. I actually printed out 2 different models from this line in case I had a failed print, but I didn't. Station Forge had admittedly had some troubled supporting work in the past here and there, but since December of 2022, they've brought on some great supporters and have had near flawless support work since. For design and variety, these guys were outstanding. Tons of different arm and weapon options, and from what I could work out, almost every arm works with every body, which is awesome for creative expression. In all, I am very happy with this model pack. Lots of variety with fun and expressive models.